Okay, I want to spend just a minute and talk about local contribution and why it's important as we deliver the Eisenhower Legacy Transportation Program. What we've seen over time, and this applies to past transportation programs over the last 30 years, for those projects that are of high importance to communities, to the development of that community, being able to open up other areas, whether that's residential development or creating job opportunities and industrial development, communities have brought local contribution to KDOT. And I think that that's an important thing for everybody to understand. This is not a new concept, but it is one that is very important as we look at the $18 billion worth of needs across the state. We have about $2.3 billion for the next 10 years to address expansion challenges around the state of Kansas. So what the legislature and all of the stakeholders that were engaged as we did the legislative task force that went around the state to talk about transportation needs, what we heard coming out of that is that we really need to leverage these state dollars with local contributions, with local input to maybe downscope or phase a project. And so when we look at this project, the reason we've come to Overland Park is this is a very, very large project for that available $2.3 billion. It's $300 million, which will be the largest project KDOT will ever construct potentially at one time. So when we look at what are those local contribution options, a couple of options that would impact the city budget and the local revenue sources that they use for their infrastructure investment. You could have an upfront cash contribution. You could do some kind of structured payment over time, but then you'll have some inflation implications there. And then the express toll lane option really is a way for local communities to generate that local contribution without impacting their current budgets. And the risk associated with the amount that could be raised or the utilization of the express toll lane really falls on KDOT. So we think that this express toll lane option is a good one, where you can continue your local investment in your infrastructure and not impact anybody that decides not to use the express toll lane. Only the people that choose to use it are going to end up paying that toll and contributing to that local contribution, rather than having the community as a whole have to contribute to a facility that they may or may not use.